Alright, good morning. Today we're going to continue on with our home lab setup, and we are going to install a Windows 10. And I think we're going to do a Windows Server here probably next. So Windows 10, I've already got mine downloaded. I'm going to provide that link below for you so you can download it off the Microsoft website. Mine's a little bit older. I'm not going to re-download it again. But I've got Windows 10 and 11. I've also got a Windows 7 in there. But we're going to do Windows 10 today, so I'm just going to double click on that bad boy and we'll see what happens. It has been a while, so I'm not sure this is going to work the way that it used to, so hopefully I don't screw this up too bad. And we're just going to leave those defaults and go ahead and get that going. And hopefully this will take off without a hitch. I'll also provide a link to my Google Drive, which has a bunch of VMs on it in case anybody wants it. I give that to students all the time, so sometimes it makes it a little bit easier if you just want all those VMs in a single spot. Yeah, so alright, I'm going to pause this and we'll come back. Alright, we've got Windows 10 over here right now, so we just need to check the settings. We need to go into, again, System. General, Advanced. I'm still going to use that bidirectional and bidirectional, just like we normally do. I'm going to go into System, Processor. Because it's Windows, I want a minimum of 2. Because I've got enough processors, I'm actually going to boot it up to 4. Back over here, RAM, 4 gigabytes will probably be enough, but again, I don't want it lagging out on me, so I'm going to raise that up to 8. We've got that PS2 mouse still going on. Everything else should be pretty standard. We don't really need to touch it. I'm going to go to Network. Again, we want it to be able to communicate, so we're going to hit NAT Network. Now, if you find that your system doesn't communicate with one another, which we'll be able to tell here in a few minutes, you'll need to check on your network settings right here. All right. USB, I'm going to turn that off if it isn't already. Mine is. And I'm just going to pray. Now, if I've got this thing right here, it says, hey, virtual machine is currently assigned less than 27 megabytes of memory, which is the minimum amount required. So all I got to do, if I see this little warning right here, which I'm really glad that it popped up there, we're going to go into that. So we need to go to Display, and it says, hey, our settings less than 27 megabytes. We're going to bring that up to 32. And let's see, display settings, virtual machine is configured to use graphics controller other than recommended one, VBox SVGA. So I need to change that to VBox SVGA. And look, my little error at the bottom went away. I'm going to press OK. And we're going to start that sucker up and see what happens. Alright, so we got our Windows 10 up and going. And you can see that I've got Kali Purple over here as well. So we're going to get, we're going to get both of our labs up and going. Grab that sucker here, here. Let me extend this out some. There we go. Now the password for Windows 10 is PASS, P-A, capital P-A-S-S-W 0-R-D, exclamation mark. And that'll get us into Windows 10. And then our Kali Purple, we know what that is. We set that up last time. And you'll notice that it gives us our little snapshot right here. All I'm going to do today is make sure that they actually connect, because we're going to add additional systems into the mix in order to create our virtual environment. So my goal is to eventually get 5 or 6 different virtual machines able to run on our virtual network simultaneously. We'll throw a pfSense in there. We'll throw an Ubuntu in there. But today we're just going to add Windows 10. So I need to make sure that they actually work together and that they're communicating. So let me open up our trusty terminal here over in Linux Purple. And I think I'm going to do a GVM scan. I've had a lot of students that are having problems with GVM and getting it to function correctly. So I think once I get my Windows Server up and going, we'll run a GVM vulnerability scan against it. Alright, so let's just make sure they're connected together. First we're going to do an ifconfig, which should give us our IP addresses. I have to spell it correctly though. ifconfig, not config. Man, I cannot type today. There we go. We're on the 10 network, so I'm just going to do a little sweep over here. Now I can do this in different ways, but I'm just kind of like, do I really want to? So I'm going to grab that command prompt right there. I'll get the IP address off that one with ipconfig. And it looks like our IP address is 2.1 over here, and it is 219 over there, so I'm just going to ping it. So ping 10.0.2.1. Oops. Numlock. Man, I am just not working it today. So ping 10.0.2.1 should get something back, and we do. So they are connected and working correctly. All right, so I think the next time we are going to add, I think we're going to do Windows Server next, which I'll do in a different video. To break up the ping command, we're just going to Control-C in our Linux box to get that up and going. All right, so we know these two computers are talking to one another, these two virtual machines. Until next time, thank you all.